Phew, we don't have to focus on any more studies for at least a few days now, said William as he sat down on the couch. That's for sure, said Eli, his roommate and best friend. Eli and William had been living together in an apartment near the college. So, William, are you having any plans for the weekend? Actually, yes. Me and Wendy are actually going out to a restaurant in town tomorrow. Ah, you've been together for about 6 months, right? Yeah. Sure, time flies for you. That's, it's, yeah, that's true. William started dating Wendy about this during the first year of college, and they have been dating for about 6 months now. And as they were talking, suddenly his phone started ringing. Speaking of the devil, said William, and hang up and answered the call. Oh, hi, sweetie. And it was actually Wendy. Hey, where are you? I'm at home. Are you with someone here? Yeah, Eli's here. Oh, can I hear her for sure? Yeah, hang on a second. Eli? Uh? Ah, hi, Eli. Is someone else there? No, it's just us two. Why? Just checking. Are you still out for tomorrow? Course. Great. I'll call you then tomorrow. Bye. Bye. And then she hung out the phone call. Eli just shook his head. She has been doing this for 6 months now. Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, I thought it was just maybe she was just careful that, but nowadays, getting a bit out of hand, said Eli. Yeah, I mean, she is a little bit obsessive, isn't she? Asked Eli. Yeah, I mean, we have been together for 6 months, and I really start to realize she's doing this all the time. She texts me almost every single time, even when I'm at home, asking me if I was there with someone. I mean, she started to almost insulate me from my friends. I was like, it's just crazy. Maybe it's just a phase that she's still going through. Let's hope for that at least, said William with a smile. And the next day, William actually went to see Wendy. They met up each other near her place and went to a restaurant. They were just talking, and suddenly, as usual, Wendy just talked about what he has been doing today. He said that he mostly have just taking care of some chores at home, doing some went some shopping, play video games with Eli. That's pretty much what he had done most of the day. And of course, she didn't believe it much of it. She demanded some proof. And like, what kind of proof? Do you don't even trust me? Of course I do. I just want to make sure that no one else wants to try to steal you away from me. But Eli Williams started to realize this is not a normal behavior for someone who'd been with. And after just 6 months, this is really out of hand, even in his mind. So he said, don't worry, it's nothing like that gonna happen. Are you sure? I mean, you're a good looking guy. A lot of girls at this school really likes you. Of course, if they likes me, it's just how friendly I am. But, you know, it's you don't have to worry about it. After that, they continued the date and he went home. But things started acting up though, because the rest of that weekend, things started to act more different. Because she started to calling him, text him as always, but more frequent now, almost every single hour. Eventually, he had enough of this. He couldn't handle it anymore. So when he was just in the evening on the Sunday, he told Eli, I don't think I can handle this anymore. Let me guess, she had been texting, calling you non-stop. You hit the head on the nail on that one. William, You should just probably break up with her. Yeah, but I don't know how. Well, how about this idea? And then Eli told them one suggestion of how to do it. Well, I think that might work. So the next day, just after the last class of college was over for the day, he had texted Wendy if she could come to see him near the campus because he wanted to talk to her about something. So when she got there, she had a big smile, but she said, "So what do you want to talk about?" Well, it is about us. Oh? She was expecting maybe that he was gonna propose to her, but when he said, "I don't think this is gonna work out between us anymore." But what do you mean? Of you constant texting me, demand for proof of what I am, what I'm doing, calling me, it is really stressful for me. You don't have to do that for so much. I told you before, you don't have to be doing it. You had to have some faith in me. Trust me. I'm not doing anything like that. You know what I spend most time on my studying and spend time with Eli. I can't just not even go be with some friends without you having to be check on me every single day. Or it's almost every single hour. You can't do that. What? I mean, I love you. I know you love me, but that's really strange. Don't you think so? I mean, you really aren't just. I understand you love me, but you almost insulate me from my own friends. The only one that you really accept is Eli. How so? Because that we live together and that you don't trust me to even have other female friends? I'm sorry, Wendy, but I can't handle it anymore. I'm sorry, but I don't have any feelings for you anymore. I'm sorry. It is over between us. And then he just turned around and walked off. When he stood there, and she yelled out that he will regret it from doing this. And the next day, when he went back to college, he had heard some people talking, and when he was nearby, he heard his name. And he walked over to some of the people that he was friends with, but they started avoiding him. And he had no idea why. He even gave him the bad eye look. Like, he had no idea what was happening. So, during lunch, Eli walked up to him and asked, "Hey, why are you alone? I thought there were some other people here." "I have no idea." "Oh, is it because of that?" William looked very curious and asked, "What do you mean?" "Wait, so you haven't heard?" "No. Heard what?" Eli shrugged and said, "Well, this might be shocking to you," as he said, and as he sat down. Then Eli started to explain. "I heard stories from other people telling me that you've been hitting Wendy because that's the reason why you break up, and that you've been verbally abusing her and even hitting her, and that she has bruises on her own arms, and in fact, I've seen some of her bruises." "What?" "Please don't tell me I believe those. No. I know that you're not the type of person that just going to abuse people like that. I know you for a long time, even before college. In fact, I don't ever believe any of those such stories. People have been telling me the story avoiding you, and they try to even suggest that I move out from the apartment to find my own place. I couldn't even believe it. But at least one positive thing about these stories is that not everyone believed in those stories. There were still a handful of people that took William's side over Belle, over Wendy's. Among the people that did believe him was Belle, a friend of his, Chloe, which were Belle's roommate in Eli, and a few people that had known William for a long time. William had no idea why, and even when he tried to walk up to Wendy, she started screaming and crying, and some people heard this and stood between them, and told them to just leave immediately and not to even put a finger on her. Even when he tried to defend himself, saying that such stories about what he had been telling is absolute false. But no matter how much he tried, they always told him, leave or they will call the campus security almost immediately. He didn't want to have to have his career at the college jeopardized. So he just turned around and quickly walked away. And even when she was alone, she tried to talk to her, but she just started crying and, how could you? Because he realized if there were some people around him eventually soon, so he just had enough. One day when he was in the apartment, when Eli came home, hey, William, what's up? Not much. Whoa, what's wrong with you? It is nothing. I just, I'd be considering to quit college and probably move back home. Wait, whoa. Dude, is this because of Wendy's upper shenanigans? Shenanigans? Dude, I can't even talk to her even if I start she cries. And William knows about that. I've been telling him that. Listen to me. Do you really want to drop out of college? No. Do you want to have this problem solved? Well, yeah, but I mean, I can't even do that. I mean, I tried to talk to people about it, but they just ignore me, or they tell me, don't abuse her, you will abuse me, or her. And I don't know what to do. Even though there's still a handful of people who takes my side over hers. But majority of school bullies over her stories. You know, it's true, but you probably had to put it behind you. That's easy for you to say, said William almost angrily. Whoa, dude, don't take your anger on me. Listen, how about this? How about I invite a few friends over so that we can just spend the time together? I don't know. Come on. It's Friday and there's no school tomorrow. Fine. Who had you had in mind? Well, what about Belle and Chloe? So you're gonna be hitting on Chloe? What? Dude, it's no matter trying to hide it. We both know you like her. Just ask her out already. It's that easy for you to say. It was true. Eli was in love with Belle's roommate, Chloe. But he was a bit too shy to even ask her that, or even to confess that. But Eli did invite Chloe and Belle over for that evening to just to watch some movies together. And when they were just alone, Eli decided to take Chloe with him so that both Belle and William could have some time alone because they were close friends. But then something happened. Um, William, can I tell you something? Sure, what is it? I know what happened between you and Wendy. I know the stories are unreal, but I just want to tell you something. Yeah, you can tell me anything. But then she confessed her feelings for him, which he didn't expect to happen. But he accepted him. And he started telling her that even for a short time that they have been spending now, he felt the same. So they decided to start dating. And they did. And even though at first they kept this a secret, after all, since most people at the school avoided William, so there was no reason for him to just simply walk up to them and telling them about his new girlfriend. So they started dating for a little bit of a while. They went on cafes, to the movies, bowling alley, just simple things. But it didn't take long for Wendy to get the news that William had moved on and now he was dating someone new. And she started telling these stories to other people that now that he has been dating someone new and that she's afraid that he will do the same thing to Belle. People started walking up to Belle and telling her to just simply break off with William because it's only a matter of time before that happening to her. But she told the people, do you really be so stupid to believe those such lies or stories that Wendy been telling you? Listen to your own heart. Listen to your own reasonable mind. Do you really believe Wendy is not the type of person that just simply do it? Those bruises, she made them by herself. She caused them because of want to make more sympathy. And if you don't want to believe me, don't talk to me or William ever again. And she just left. But it didn't make sense. And even though during this time, William had started to realize that, or at least at the time first, that he had been being followed by someone. And he later found out it was Wendy. Because she wanted to try to stir on some problems for him, but it didn't work. But eventually, her stories that she'd been telling about William and her, about her being abused, it didn't make sense. She started to be telling some new details that didn't match up in the first time of the stories of she'd been telling. And but then when people started to realize that those stories that she'd been telling them was complete lies and the breakup and abuse was complete fake, never happened. And that's some of the people that realized those bruises that she had on her arms was actually that she made herself to make it look as like he had been abusing. And they remember Belle's words that the fact that she had noticed that she had been doing it just to gain sympathy from other people. Eventually, Wendy got to know this, and when she tried to defend herself that that he did hit her, but people just simply told her, don't even try to make such lies. That's right, those lies are completely fake. Do you think we are stupid? Don't even try to talk to us anymore. What? But, I mean... And then she started being insulated by one. Eventually, all people avoided her. And she couldn't even handle that anymore, so she dropped out of college. William and Belle, by the way, were still dating, and eventually people started to approach William and apologize for what they'd been told. William, sorry about that. We should have listened to you more, and yeah, that's right. We should probably listen to you more and often. We should have probably listened both sides and use one. Even though William told them that it was their own fault to believe that such stories before taking to consider to take it in full fact from both sides. But he eventually forgave them. Later, William and Belle finished college and they decided to move in together. And during this time, Eli and Chloe also been dating. About 2 years after they finished college, they got married. They even had 2 daughters of their own, which they named Hannah and Mia. Hannah was born first and Mia the second. But during this time, William had always wondered how his life would have been if he didn't break up with Wendy, and if he continued just dating her despite her personality or her actions of being obsessed. He was also a bit worried that Belle would also been this obsessive as Wendy was. But eventually he realized she wasn't. So that is one thing he was glad to hear. And this is how William and Belle, from a true love, got a big family together. The end.